I'm sick of this poor life. I want a divorce.
I know, Sata. Do you want to stay at my place?
Huh?
Seriously, we finally got married and you're never home. Another business trip?
I can't help it. It's my job. As I put on my shoes in the entryway, I brushed off the complaints thrown at my back. I'm Yugo Sata, a 32-year-old salesman at an industrial machinery manufacturer. And the woman throwing complaints at me right now is Umeno Sata. We've been married for 3 years, and she's turning 30 this year. Small complaints fly around daily in our married life. It's a common sight for us now.
When are you coming back this time?
I'm scheduled to be back on the night of the 3rd day. It might change a little, though.
You said that last time and it got extended. You probably won't come back on time this time either, right?
My job is sales, pitching our company's products to other businesses. It depends on how the negotiations with the clients go, which can't be helped. I swallowed the complaint I had already told her countless times. I can't say for sure. I'll let you know as soon as I find out. Well, I'm off. Getting confused and accumulating frustration over each other's personalities, values, and lifestyles that weren't visible when we were dating. I don't think it's just us. Isn't this something every married couple goes through? Even as a married couple, we're ultimately 2 different people. I think differences of opinion are perfectly normal. But of course, this is exactly the kind of time I get to go home early. The night of the 2nd day of the business trip, the negotiations went even better than expected, and we wrapped things up early. So I get to go home a day early. I contacted Umeno, but there's no answer. Good work, Nagase. Sata, I saw your message. You wrapped up the negotiations successfully? Just as expected of you. Unlike my wife, who didn't reply, the person who called me right away was Eiji Nagase, a senior colleague at my workplace, 39 years old, managing sales. He looks great in intellectual glasses and is like an older brother to me. Thank you. It's a day earlier than planned, but I'm thinking of heading home. Yeah, have a safe trip back. Your wife must be happy you're coming home early, right? I hope so. I think I'll take my time and buy some souvenirs before I head back. Coming home early from a business trip, in dramas, this is usually when you catch your partner cheating. But having the confidence that my wife and I support each other and are doing well, that thought never even crossed my mind. Something sweet would be a good souvenir. I hope she likes it. Nagase, if the timing's right, I'll buy 115 meat buns and bring them back. When I offered, he happily replied, "Your smile is priceless, Sata." It seems he's telling me not to worry about it. What are you doing? After heading straight home, I found a pair of men's shoes, ones I had seen somewhere before, left in the entryway. My mind went blank for a second, but as I stepped into the house we had bought just a year ago, I witnessed the scene in the bedroom and finally blurted that out.
Yugo? Why? Weren't you supposed to be back tomorrow night?
That doesn't matter right now. I'm asking what the hell you two were doing. Don't go raising your voice at your own wife, Yugo. They call that moral harassment, you know. Huh? Who's the one with no morals here? You shitty older brother. I usually never raise my voice. A burning pain ran through my throat. But my anger wouldn't stop. I had just witnessed an undeniable scene of my wife cheating on me with my own brother. Doesn't the one being cheated on bear some of the blame too? Right, Umeno? The one being cheated on bears the blame? There's no way.
Stop it!
There's no way. Before I could say that, Umeno's hysterical scream interrupted me.
I've been putting up with this for so long. We travel less than before we got married, and you're always on business trips. We barely eat out anymore. All you ever say is, let's save money where we can. I'm sick of this poor life. I want a divorce.
See? Everything Umeno was complaining about were things I had heard during our married life. Every time we would fight, talk it out, compromise, come to an understanding, and support each other. But it seems I was the only one who thought that. If you can't even properly support one woman, you shouldn't get married. Buying a house when you clearly don't know your place? I've always thought you were an idiot. Just set her free already. Humano is sick and tired of living with you. Is that so? Then do whatever you want. Let me be clear though, we're doing this divorce by the book. If you can't handle it yourself, hire a professional. I never want to see your face again, so I'll be hiring a proxy, just so you know.
I know that.
I had just gotten back from my trip, so having everything I needed to stay the night somewhere else was a silver lining, I suppose. My own home, which was supposed to be my castle, was defiled by my brother and my wife. I left the house with only my bare essentials. The rumor of my divorce spread through the company in the blink of an eye. It's only been a week since then. No one makes sarcastic remarks. Instead, the pitying looks hurt, and it's rather uncomfortable.
Are you okay, Sata?
Sorry to make you worry. There must be some gossip lover around. It's better when someone actually talks to me like she does, but being pitied behind my back is a really unpleasant feeling.
It's not that I'm trying to be considerate. I'm genuinely worried about you.
She's Hinami Imura, a 29-year-old sales assistant in her company. As a salesman, I interact with her a lot. She's younger but very reliable, and she talks to a guy like me in a perfectly casual way.
My friend told me that getting a divorce is really exhausting. Are you pushing yourself too hard?
Your friend is definitely right about that. To be honest, it's been pretty nerve-wracking. But I'm fine. I won't let it affect my work. Really. Thank you, Imura.
Jeez, you can rely on me at times like this, you know? It's true that you're always helping me out with work, but I want to be of use to you too.
Don't pout like that. Just the thought is enough to make me happy.
I know you're feeling down. I can't just leave you alone.
Imura refused to back down, determined to do something for me no matter what. She's a truly kind person. Then could I ask you to help me with some work later, Imura? That would really help me out.
Leave it to me. Wait, did I just get talked into this? Ugh. I guess all I can do is support you with work or bury myself.
She's so expressive. Imura mumbled something as her expression constantly changed. Then she hid her face as if giving up. Why? As I was thinking how I'd never get bored watching her, she suddenly lit up with an idea.
I know, Sata. Do you want to stay at my place?
Huh?
Your, ex-wife? She's still at your house, right? I heard about it.
I can't believe even that has become a rumor. What a terrifying company. But this isn't the time to be thinking about that.
Oh, don't be shy. Just think of it as a gal returning the favor for everything you do.
What's with that crane returning a favor phrasing? Her unexpected proposal left me speechless and frozen. You don't need to worry about that. I don't know how long he was listening, but Nagase casually appeared right next to me.
Nagase, what do you mean he doesn't need to worry?
Sata is going to be staying at my place for a while.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, actually I got in touch with Nagase the day it happened, and he told me I could stay at his place.
I see.
It seems quite a lot of rumors about Sata's private life are spreading. Imura, it would be a big help if you could nip those rumors in the bud, if you hear them, for Sata's sake too.
Understood.
Oh right, Sata. For dinner tonight, I'm preparing roast beef, so let's eat together.
Nagase, you really don't have to prepare such luxurious dinners for me every day, you know.
What are you talking about? Delicious food and my love are what will heal your broken heart.
That's a little scary, Nagase.
Wow. So you two are like that.
And so, Nagase displayed a level of closeness that inevitably led to such a baseless misunderstanding. This roast beef is so tender and delicious. Both the onion sauce and the wasabi sauce go perfectly with it.
I'm glad you like it. Preparing it after you went to sleep last night was totally worth it.
It's been a week since I started staying at Nagase's place. Preparing luxurious dinners for me almost every night, He must be what people call a super darling. Despite being busy with sales management, I can only express my gratitude to Nagase for taking such good care of me. I know I keep saying this, but thank you so much, Nagase.
Don't be a stranger. It's fine. We're close, aren't we?
Nagase is turning 39 this year. Coincidentally, he's the same age as my older brother. He joined mid-career, having experienced sales at various companies, but it seems he's finally settled down at our current company. By the way, the reason I call him senior is because he asked me to.
You can rely on me for anything. I have a friend who's a skilled lawyer and connections with real estate agents too.
Thank you. Sorry, Nagase, do you mind if I take this call?
Sure, go ahead.
Sata, are you doing well?
Imura, good work today. I'm fine. I'm doing well. I was surprised by her cheerful voice coming through the receiver, but a smile naturally slipped out. Perhaps Imura's voice reached Nagase's sitting across from me, because his eyebrow twitched.
I'm sorry for calling you out of the blue.
It's fine, but honestly, I never expected you to worry about me this much. I feel happy, but a bit embarrassed too. Actually, you were the only one in the company. The only one who approached me directly to show concern. I was really grateful for that. You cheered me up.
Really? I'm so glad to hear that.
Actually, when she asked if I wanted to stay at her place today, and I politely declined while appreciating the thought, she suggested, let's exchange contacts then. This is my first private phone call with Imura. It's strange how I can tell what kind of face she's making just from the tone of her voice.
Oh, right, Sata. Tomorrow at lunch, if you like, you and I
have prior plans with him tomorrow. Sorry, Imura.
Whoa, wait, Nagase. Stop whispering in my ear.
Ooh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Come on, we have work tomorrow. Let's go to bed early. Come here.
Wait a minute. Sorry, Imura. I'll see you at the office tomorrow.
Good night.
I felt bad for ending the call so one-sidedly due to my situation, but I had my hands full.
Nagase, I respect you at work. I really do, but
I had no way of knowing that Imura was trembling with frustration as she stared at the ended call screen. The next day, I received a text from Imura. If lunch is no good, please give me some time after work.
geez, I really thought you and Nagase were, a thing.
No way. Nagase is like an older brother to me. Well, that's just how I feel one-sidedly, though. And so, I just cleared up Imura's outrageous misunderstanding that Nagase and I were intimately involved.
I see. Oh, thank goodness.
She muttered that with genuine relief and gave a soft smile. I couldn't help but be mesmerized by her.
Up until now, I knew you were married, so I was careful to keep my distance. But when I heard you got divorced, I just couldn't sit still. Oh, I don't mean I was happy about it or anything. Well, maybe I was a little hopeful, but...
Is this a confession? I concluded that I was just imagining things, and couldn't help but burst out laughing at her utter honesty. What's with that? You were really thinking about it in your own way.
Hey, isn't that a bit rude? I'm always thinking things through,
Yeah, that's true. Sorry. It's been a long time since I couldn't stop laughing like this. When I'm with Imura, I often laugh out loud. Every time I did, I could feel my spirit coming back to life.
Well, as long as I made you laugh, I'll let it slide. Let's go out to eat again.
After that, my life living with Nagase and occasionally grabbing drinks with Imura continued. Despite the stress of all the post-divorce procedures and cleaning up the mess, I was able to stay cheerful without it affecting me much. Since I perked up, it seems the rumors around the company have died down too. That's a relief. Seeing how Imura and the others acted, the colleagues who had been pitying me secretly started to show their care directly. And so, thanks to those two, I was gradually regaining my peaceful days.
Yugo, are you okay?
Now, about half a year after my divorce, I was heading to the house I owned for the first time in a while. Next to me was Imura, whom I've gotten much closer to since then. Hinami. Yeah, I'm fine. But more importantly, are you okay, Hinami? It's your precious day off. I doubt this puts you in a good mood.
No. I couldn't possibly let you go alone.
When I mentioned that I was going back to the house for the first time in a while, she offered to come with me. I declined at first, of course, but she wouldn't back down, saying she couldn't bear to see me suffer alone.
Because I know how hard you were working, Yugo.
Yeah. Thank you, Hinami. The mortgage on this house, our married life, for me, who worked so hard even if we weren't wealthy, her comforting words deeply touched my heart.
Hugo! It's Hugo!
When I opened the door to my house, out came my ex-wife, Yumeno. We had been doing the divorce proceedings through lawyers, so this was the first time we had met since I caught her cheating. I heard you were supposed to be at work. Why are you here? And shouldn't you have moved out by now?
Well, that's...
Yumeno's eyes darted around evasively, but the next moment, she said something unbelievable.
Hey, why don't we try being a married couple again?
What are you talking about? We finished the divorce proceedings and are officially divorced. You should just remarry my brother or whatever.
No, he was just a fling. The stress of married life piled up and it was just a moment of weakness. You know what they say. If you cheat, take it to the grave without getting caught. I was possessed at the time.
You're so selfish. Your shallow belief that it's okay to cheat as long as you don't get caught. And the fact that you chose my brother as your playmate, it's all completely incomprehensible to me. Try again with you? That would never happen, even if the world turned upside down.
Oh, don't say that. I realized it. Living in this house wasn't so bad. It's true we didn't have much money to spare, but we were making it work. As long as we didn't splurge, there were no problems.
That's true, but realizing that now is like crying over spilled milk. My feelings won't come back.
No way! Now that you're finally back and seeing the house, the memories of those days should be flooding back. Couldn't you reconsider after that?
You are a truly horrible person. You only think about yourself.
What? I don't need a stranger like you telling me that. Who are you?
I'm Yugo's colleague. This is our first time meeting, but I know how Yugo is at work. I've been watching Yugo, working up a sweat to support you this whole time.
That's right. I didn't realize it at the time, but even before the divorce, Inami had often shown concern for me.
You're going on another business trip, right, Sata? Are you pushing yourself too hard?
Thanks, I'm fine. Though my wife will probably complain again when I get home and tell her. Still, I just have to do my best to support my life with my wife.
Sata, if there's anything I can do, please pass some work my way. I'll support you with everything I have. Seeing him quietly do his job without ever uttering a single complaint. I always thought how lucky the woman who became his wife must be. Do you have any idea how hard Yugo was working just to live with you?
I wouldn't know. He was always out of the house on business trips. How could I know about his work?
Yumeno, that's enough. I don't expect you to understand now.
Yugo,
Even if you turned over a new leaf, you can't live in this house anymore. I'm selling it.
What? Selling it? No way, why?
Yes, I decided to sell this house that I bought. Because after officially divorcing her, I couldn't imagine starting my life over in this house again. That goes back to a month ago.
Sata, are you really sure about this? It's the house you worked so hard to buy.
That day, I returned to the house for the first time in a while with a real estate agent Nagase knew to have it appraised. I certainly have a strong attachment to it. You don't make a purchase this big many times in your life. The fact that I had this house was one of the reasons I could work so hard. But even without it, I can look forward and do my best again. I have plenty of reliable people by my side.
I see. Alright, if that's the case, I'll continue to support you.
With an annual income of around 6 million yen, I took out a 35-year-old solo mortgage to buy a ready-built house in the suburbs of a regional city. At the time, I thought it was a life-defining purchase, but I never expected letting it go would be so anticlimactic. We deliberately chose a time when she was at work, so it's natural that Yumeno didn't know an appraisal was taking place.
Why are you selling it? You took out a loan to buy it. Don't you have any attachment to it?
I bought this house because you absolutely insisted on wanting a detached home. It was your strong desire. That's why I worked desperately and made a life-altering purchase for our future. The burden of the mortgage payments was huge. That's why we didn't have much leeway, but she probably thought it had nothing to do with her. Of course, the house isn't to blame, but you're the one who completely defiled my emotional attachment to it in an instant. I can't live in a place where you and my brother cheated on me, and I don't want to. Since it's still relatively new, they offered a decent price for it, though there will be a loss on the sale, of course. But I was fine with that, so I sold it. I'm going to walk a completely new path in life.
No way. I can't live in this house anymore?
You're really too late. Did you think you could just win me over? If you want to live here that badly, buy it back yourself. It should be on the market soon. Oh, and make sure you move out by the end of the month. When I was present for the real estate appraisal, her belongings were still there. It seems she did intend to move out properly, as a lot of stuff was gone, but she probably started feeling reluctant to leave while packing. Unaware that the appraisal had already happened, Yumeno, who had paused her moving out process to wait for my return, was left utterly crushed. Yo, Yugo, it's been a while. 3 days after I collected all my belongings from the house and confirmed that Yumeno had fully moved out. That day, I was planning to grab a drink with Hinami on the way home, and as we left the office building together, my brother was waiting for us. Now it's you? What do you want? Don't be so cold. We're brothers, aren't we? I came to check on you because I was worried. He sure has the nerve to spout lies so shamelessly. Then, my brother shifted his gaze from me to Hinami, standing right beside me. Nice to meet you. Are you Yugo's colleague? I envy my brother for having someone as beautiful as you around.
So you're his older brother.
Well, technically yes. We're not very close though. More importantly, my brother's expression suddenly shifted to that of a predatory man. He took a step closer to Hinami and lowered his voice. This guy's a divorcee, you know. Why not choose me instead? Whose fault do you think that is? Whoa, blaming others now? In the first place, the one being cheated on bears some of the blame too, right? I'm sick of this poor life, was it? You've got some nerve talking when you stressed her out enough to make her cheat. Don't you think that if you had properly made Yumeno happy, she wouldn't have cheated even if I invited her? In the end, this happened because you got cocky, got married, and bought a house, despite barely making any money. You're not an elite salesman at a major trading company like me. It's your own fault, right, Yugo? I see. My brother has the kind of personality that can't stand to see me, who should be inferior to him, looking happy. That explains all his hostility up until now.
Stop it! What's wrong with you? Are you really Yugo's older brother?
Hinami raised her voice before I could even talk back. I had never seen Hinami yell so loudly before.
Only the people involved know the problems between a married couple, but at least from what I know, Yugo was a devoted husband, always working himself to the bone for his partner. I thought Yugo was so cool for doing that. And yet you say it's the partner's fault for getting cheated on? Oh, don't mess with me. Whether you can be devoted to one person depends entirely on the heart of the person themselves. You don't get to blame it on the other person.
Yeah, for once, I'm siding with Imura too.
Nagase? Just then, Nagase came out of the office building. He had his usual smile on his face, but his eyes weren't smiling at all. You're...
It's been a while. I was so surprised to find out you were Yugo's older brother.
My brother was shocked to see Nagase, while Hinami and I couldn't grasp the situation. Nagase was the only one smiling. Actually, on the day I was cheated on, the only person I contacted right away was Nagase, who I had been on the phone with just before getting home.
Huh? Sata, are you still outside? I thought you went home.
Nagase, I just came home to my wife cheating on me with my brother.
What? Your brother? Sata, you had an older brother?
I explained everything and told him about my brother, and that's when Nagase realized it. That my older brother was his college classmate and a former colleague at his previous job. Nagase, you were at the same company as this guy?
Yeah, I decided to settle down at this company because I found Yugo here, who's like a little brother to me, and I wanted to pass all my experience down to him. Are you still at that company? Could it be you're mad that I left without you ever once beating my sales record?
Yeah. Nagase is actually someone who has worked as a salesman at various companies, leaving behind a track record as the top earner at every single one of them. And he had competed with my brother, who used his position at a major trading company to act elite toward me, and utterly defeated him.
Neither of you ever mentioned having siblings, so I had no idea. Yugo is the first person I've ever felt like teaching everything I know. To think he's the younger brother of a guy like you, truth really is stranger than fiction.
What? I don't need to hear that from a fake salesman like you.
Rumors have been spreading since college that all you do is play around with girls. They say you're just a man whore.
What?
That's why I hated you even back then. But sleeping with your cute little brother's wife? Forget growing up. You're actually regressing, aren't you?
You're an unfaithful man, right? That's way worse than a divorcee. Please never show your face again.
Don't worry, Yugo. With my connections, I can ruin him beyond recovery in no time.
You. What exactly are you planning to do? Hey, don't pull me. I watched with pity and contempt as my brother was dragged away by a furious Nagase. Now, just a little about what happened after. When my parents found out that my brother had pressured my wife into a relationship and driven us to divorce, they were naturally furious.
Ruining your own little brother's life. What is wrong with you?
Mitsuki, pay Yugo alimony and the 2 million yen loss from selling the house. You hear me? Why should I? Though he argued back at first, my brother, who could never defy our father, quietly paid the full amount in a lump sum. It seems he used a massive chunk of his savings, but thanks to Nagase pulling some strings, he got frozen out at work, disowned by her parents, and is now living a poor single life. And as for Yumeno, who lost both her husband and her home all at once because of a single mistake, it seems she's still working at the same part-time job she had under my financial support since we got married. However, she hasn't had any luck finding someone to remarry, and learned the harsh reality that her own income is only enough for a run-down apartment.
My beautiful home. We were so happy. Why did I lose sight of it?
Like I keep saying, it's no use crying over spilled milk. Her shallow belief that it was fine as long as she didn't get caught cost her far too much. Yumeno was finally forced to realize that being able to live a normal, ordinary life was actually an incredible blessing. You too felt that way? And as for me, a few days later, it was the first time Nagase, Hinami, and I went out drinking together. But I was informed that the two of them had been fighting over me behind the scenes.
I knew it! Even while showing respect for me, Imura was actually seething on the inside.
I knew it too. Just when I thought I could finally get closer to Yugo, you always got in the way.
Apparently, I was the only one who hadn't noticed. Wait, am I just dense?
Now it's finally okay for me to get close to Yugo. I'm not giving him up to anyone else.
It seems Hinami took my becoming single again as a green light to take off all the limiters, but...
I'm the same. Yugo, even when you start living in your new house, you promised to come stay at my place every other night, right?
No, I never promised anything like that. Did I? It seems Hinami wasn't the only one whose limiters came off. Nagase is extremely eager to officially make me his little brother. By the way, let me just add that because Hinami started calling me by my first name, Nagase started doing it too, just to compete.
Well, let's go drinking, just the two of us tomorrow, Yugo.
Yeah, I have something I want to tell you too, Hinami. We made this secret promise while Nagase was in the restroom. My life is one where I repeatedly gain and lose many things. The choices I am forced to make each time will likely shape my future. It's true that I've lost a lot, but I've gained just as much. That's my life. At the end of all these choices made in earnest, I'm sure a happy future is waiting for me.
Being unfaithful in any situation is unacceptable, and I really hope Hinami and Yugo will have a happy future ahead of them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video!